Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermornings. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF, Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of your good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indcd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We are also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. I know, honey. You just fine, sit like that. Also, Hain's an Alfire. A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Hello, Nevermorians. Happy hump day. Oh, wait a second. Let's stay festive. I need you guys to pardon my voice as we get into my accountability. Yesterday, as has been my run of late, we had a pipe separate, and it was the drain pipe from my dishwasher heading to under the house. And I had to go up, climb a ladder, and attempt to at least temporarily refix it. It caused, I did get it patched, hopefully. I have to go check. But it did cause being up there in the mix of dust and Lord knows whatever else was behind that bit of wall that I had to move, caused a violent reaction. I probably should have gone to ER for, but by the time that would have been an option due to some extenuating circumstances, I was unable to. So my voice is going to be a little rough today, as I had some throat swelling issues and actually had to borrow an inhaler to deal with all of that. So please pardon me. I'm still a bit under the weather, but not entirely. So I am going to do my show. It is a Wednesday show. I have a lot of art that is due. I am also on watch to possibly greet the roofers. However, given the amount of wind we have going on right now, I see it highly unlikely that they stay. As one of them pulled up in the driveway, hopped out, looked at the damage, hopped back in, and then ran off like a scalded cat. On the positive, though, Amanda brought me a blaster that Alex sent me that they had acquired in their travels, and it was very nice of them, and I very much appreciate that. So thank you. I had planned to go out today, and I had planned to go out yesterday. That got tanked. Planned to go out today. I don't think that's wise, especially with this whole roofer watch. And I don't know if my tomorrow plans will be allowed either, while again I am holding my breath for the possibility of visiting roofers. Because, of course, that's going on. But as long as the wind doesn't knock it offline, my internet seems somewhat stable. We will persevere. We will get through. And we need to talk about that. What we do is not always easy. It's not always fun, but it's necessary to preserve both our sanity and the art we create, be it literary or other, art, visual arts, sculpture, whatever. And we must never let the inconveniences of life make it too easy to stop creating. It is a very dangerous slide. Now, it is vital that we do what we have to eat. I know a great many people will view creative endeavors as secondary positions, as not really mattering, and they'll try to judge you by your day job. The reality is, on the largest scope, our nation does not support its creatives like it should. In fact, there are huge engines that work against us. They're trying to push AI. They're trying to bypass the need for creatives so that we can do what's more profitable for them. It is a tragedy and a travesty, but as has been the mantra of 2025, the horrors persist, but so do I. Now, I don't want anybody to ever feel bad about what you have to do to keep a roof over your head. Because the reality is you're going to have to work sucks. And I know this is coming from what seems like a very special position because I don't currently work outside of my home. But when I assure you, I am indeed doing everything that is needed to, shall we say, earn my keep. It is going to be an ongoing thing, and likely for the rest of my life. So we do what we can with what we have. But it's also important to never think that any task is beneath us. Because you can be an artist who happens to work at McDonald's. You can be an author who also, is a janitor at Dollar General. Many of us have to do this daytime gig thing. And in truth, it's the only way that we're going to survive to create our art. Now, I am blessed greatly because the Historical Fencing Guild has a Patreon. And while I am very rarely active of late on there, I need to amend that. I am eternally grateful to those fine individuals who support that, because it's what lets me have the discretionary income to do things like buy the gear or save up for the gear in my case right now, and books and other necessities to make what needs done possible. But we're going to work at that. We've got the guests of our lovely Train coming by. Thank you, Train, for appearing on our show. And we may have the roofers clamoring and banging on things, although it's an insane day to do it. They may be trying to get ahead of the ice. That all being said, we are progressing, and we are making it, whether it's easy or hard, popular or profitable, it's important that we keep driving forward. We keep promoting each other and building everyone up. Progress is slow oftentimes, but progress is still progress. Movement forward is necessary and something we can do. So with that in mind, I'm going to run an ad. I'm going to go through your comments, and then I'm going to get doing some fun drawing time, because I think we all need it. Thank you for your tolerance of my rather raspy voice at the moment. I do hope I am audible. So let's see who needs to run. We'll just, since Joe doesn't have an ad for Indie CD, we will run Trey's ad. Please remember to stay hydrated. Let's hit the comments. First through the door at 2 a.m. is Dan Hollifield. Good morning. Good morning, Dan. I told Lynn to wake me up in time for the show, but I'll have to duck out early so we can go grocery shopping. Well, I hope you make it to the show proper. I'll find out in the chat as time progresses. And then at 9:32, we're joined by Carl Witzman. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Carl. How are you doing, sir? Accountability 4 a.m. love bite from He Mining means I've been up for hours. Now he's on the desk again. So if I don't type much, you'll know that, ow, I can understand that. I am concerned about the number of rather severe love bites you are incurring, sir. And good morning, Grim. I hope you are well. I will, again, try to make our arranged meeting. But it depends on the roofers allowing me to, and other rather obvious factors. But I hope you are well. I do truly appreciate and love the blaster. Thank you. You did not have to do that. Hey, Grim. And hey, Carl. And bed. Everyone must be sleeping or busy on other pages. That may be the case. There's a lot going on this time of year. There's a lot going on in the surrounding area. So I fully understand. And they probably are. Slackers. What will poor Nick read if they don't fill up his chat? Well, if that's the case, I'll simply drop into art time a little earlier. And you guys will have plenty to talk about. You're right. Poor Nick will have nothing to read. Truly is a sad time to be living in. Truly is. I just found out that Weird Al Yankovic did a cover of a Rage Against the Machine song. Not a parody. A very angry cover. We have reached the point where the entity Serious Al walks among us. If that isn't the sound of a seal popping, I don't know what is. Carl continues, we will give them a few more minutes to get their coffee before I start posting in bits of my autobiography. That will make them sorry. And Grim says, I bet that will make them sorry, Carl. Donna says, hi, everyone. Hey, Donna, how you doing? Sorry, I was busy posting pickles stuff for Dawn on the secret humor group. Well, indeed, that is a good excuse, Donna. It looks like it's going to rain over the snow. Yes, and I hope so, as long as it doesn't freeze up later. Indeed. Foxy even slept in today. Wow, gonna have to conjure her when we conjure Dawn and Trey. That happens. It also means I have to find some ways to expand my scope. Gathers cat hair, pickles yarn, coloring pencils. Y'all are fun. 2-minute warning for headphone users. Don't forget the dog hair for Indigo. And 31256. I don't know what that bit was, or Chew Toys. Morning all. I may not get to stay the whole time. Have a kiddo to play with. Have a kiddo play to go to. Well, that sounds fun. Hey, it worked. Hi, Foxy. And Botrix correctly joined the channel. Hey, Foxy. Don't forget to like and share, folks. Yes, please. Conjures for good internet service. Yes, and stream time. Our little niece, Thesis' cousin's kid, it's complicated, has a Grinch play this morning. Well, that's nice. Nick's voice is shot today. Indeed. Yes, a quiet greeting. I'm sorry. It's going to be a little raspy today till it thaws back out, so to speak. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. Nice, Foxy. Probably good we didn't feel the chat. And see, wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been around something that caused my tongue to swell and my throat to close. Just a whole lot of shenaniganry. So we're going to have that. But go to more of her stuff than Biomom does. But then I have a doctor appointment there. Nick needs a kit for such things. When I go outdoors, it's hat, face mask for dust, and work gloves. This normally I would need a mask, but we had a ruptured pipe, so it was a rather immediate try to solve a problem. Makes a difference. Wears a mask for when he mows. I had to put my insulated coveralls yesterday to go inside. First time since I retired, I put them on. Wow. Stay warm over there. And Carl puts out an important message. The train appears without remuneration of any kind, nor any assumption of advertisement should be considered. Yep. It's a sign we're off the rails, Carl, yet they're still on them. We're tied to the tracks on the dreadly snidely whiplash. Wonderful. Our rails are not train rails, roller coaster, maybe. Indeed. Just shoot me an email if you can't make it, Nick. It's always good to see you. Indeed. We need Weird Al, Dolly P, Parton, and Elvira to go straighten things out. I agree. Good morning. The three deadly sins. Dawn. Oh, the number was to conjure Indigo. He's napping peacefully. Good. Good for you. So what we're going to do is we're just going to drop into another ad real quick. I know it's a short order, but when I get back, I should be able to set up and do some nice, fun drawing time.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santa-Stein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Just one moment, please. We are... There we go. And we'll just drop this. Maybe. There we go. And we'll stash me off to the side. And we will get some nice music going from Mr. Hollifield. And art time. Santa with Nerf Blaster is my request. Praise and play. We may be late tonight, but we are okay. I had planned to be on Creatives at Play today, but we'll see how my throat and internet are doing. However, I don't need to do that. I did all that. I do need to hit my timelines so that I can make more material, and we come here. Want a nice blue. There we go. So I had ordered a blaster a month ago, and I got a call saying that the company whose used blaster could not find it yesterday. So hopefully I'll be getting that money back at least. It was disappointing because I was rather looking forward to it. That's okay, because Grim gave me a new blaster, which offsets it delightfully. Let's see. Even if I'm not available, I do encourage Grim to go to the library and speak with Manda, preferably at length. It would be good for both of you. Let me think. What kind of structure am I in the mood for? Okay. Well, let's do some clouds first. Keep with the airbrush, light gray, and I'm going to pull down to about an 80. I'm going to start with a structure of the clouds. I'm using big, upward pointing C shapes to just sort of blend in these clouds to give them lots of body, lots of thickness. Will you be making Creatives at Play, Foxy? I want to keep the sky kind of interesting. I want to be floofy, but interesting. I'm using much larger swoops than I usually do because I'm feeling just a little stormy. A little stormy? We'll do that. So what have you guys been up to? How was your Tuesday? Anything exciting happen in anybody's world? Because, I mean, aside from that, I did actually get to, if you look, I don't know how well you can see them, they're there. I got those silly tractors finally covered up. I tried to pull them off, but it pulled the paint off behind them, so I'm just like, I'm not messing with that. Well, you stayed at the library until closing. Well, so you're just hiding out at the library. That's a good place to be. If you're going to do that, you might want to consider looking up how to set up for online employment, Grim. Maybe data entry. Now, I may be coming and doing some things behind these clouds because they come out, frankly, dramatic, and I like that. I really do like that. So I have to think for a second. I'm going back to my blue layer. And actually, I'm going to add another layer. We're still normal, but I want put in some sun. Put a big old sun right back there. Because I can. And what that's going to do is going to allow me to come over this, and I'm going to add a layer. And I think I'm going to go with a soft light layer for now. So that I can do this and gradient out just a bit from the sun. And then narrow it down. The soft light layer gives it a wonderful opacity. On the edges of the clouds. I think that's not a line, that's a hair on my screen. But yes, burgundy is a holiday color for those who don't know. I've got comments scrolling. Donna went out with her friend to have lunch, then went for Muncie for the first time in days. That's good. I'm sorry, it's the last one till the new year. And sure, Fox. There's that train. Really don't have anything overtly holiday, so we'll have to do. I'm sure it will look lovely on you, Fox. No doubt you will be the belle of the ball. I'm using a wider brush than I'm using a softer layer. So not as much pressure, and it's letting me pull out a bit of the sun. And from here we can start to put some of the they call them the fingers of God, and I'm rather fond of them. It happens quite frequently in the skies where I am. It's just so warm and kind of wholesome that I just kind of think right now we need it. You wore your sweatshirt that has sat upside down snowbank that says help, I fallen, can't get up. Nice. Nice. I have some very spicy takes on the modern depictions of Santa Claus, as he and I have some differences. There we go. I think we're getting a nice, kind of very bold sun coming through the clouds vibe. I like how that's going on. Well, I've never known Trey to not be magnetic. She's got just a wonderful personality. Oh, that was a bad joke. I should feel sorry for that. Let's see. Now we're to the heavy, and we're going to start with the I'm doing a straight line just to anchor from while I figure some things out. I am, as usual, using my heavy oil pen, my thick oil pen. I have some new brushes I want to try, but I don't think they're really suited for this particular set of applications, so I'm not going to. This brush feels a little small. There we go. Let's get this nice bit of mountain kind of cut in here. Easy as eating pancakes. Well, okay. I will tell you my beef with the modern version of Santa Claus. And you are more than welcome to disagree. But I sound surly, so I'm sorry. Yes. No, I have manners. No. And it's not it's not the metaphysical entity. It's certainly not his origins. I have no, make it clear I have no issues with the one-eyed wanderer. Okay? And I know that Donna knows exactly whom I am referring to in this case. And so does Dan. But, no, I am... my problem with the depiction of Santa Claus in modern, especially American culture, is that is the first lesson children receive to convince them that wealth equals superiority. And I wonder if that's not partially the intent. I am very familiar with the spirit of Santa, what Santa Claus should be. I am versed in the stories of Saint Nicholas, including the ones that aren't very popular, like how he did great harm unto someone who was killing and pickling children. But the modern take is, if you're good, Santa will bring you presents. And I understand parents using that as part of a social control. But what that does is it innately teaches that the wealthier kids must be inherently better because Santa brings them better toys. And if you were just a better kid, you would have better stuff. So it proves your fault. And I don't know if that's the origin of this attitude I so often see, where I find people are only able to enjoy their wealth if they know people are starving, or if it's more, let me grab my smooth this out, play with it a bit, tied into the if it's maliciously applied or an accidental side effect, but it fundamentally bothers me. And see, believe it or not, my first and largest argument Amanda and I had during our marriage, and to this day one of the most spicy, is the take on Santa Claus. Now, there are also elements that I believe that what we are taking the Christian observation of a holiday to celebrate the birth of Jesus, and the messages that requires, kindness, mercy, forgiveness, atonement, the big deals. That those are far more important than the loot that people are so dutifully pursuing. I also know that the time of year around Christmas is a special time in a great many religions because it brings them rather closer. It brings us closer to our better selves. I don't know if it's a reaction to the winter solstice, but I think that has more merit to be celebrated. Because I think modern Christmas has more to do with Toyota-thon than it does, an actual holiday. That being said, I love the lights. I love the old-timey music. I love the hustle and bustle. I'm going to fuzz this out right here. Give me a nice transition point. There we go. And let me think, where else am I navigating? Back here. This mountain looks a little lonely. I don't know. I don't know if he needs a big buddy. I think he needs a little buddy. Maybe closer? Yeah, let's do something closer. I'm just a bit darker. a stouter friend, if you will. And again, whenever you're doing mountains in your artwork, remember to think of them as living things. Mountains they are not stationary. They are always constantly moving. There's whatever force has driven them up, be it tectonic or volcanic. There is wind and rain erosion. There is the effect of plants and deforestation. They are living entities. And deserve to be remembered and thought of as such. So, I have to change something, though. My mountains are getting to be too similar. These guys are friends. They're not brothers. I suppose they would be brothers, but brothers are very different too. The nice thing is these are your mountains. That means you can play with the color and change them however you want. You want more, you can make more. If you want less, you can make less. The thing with especially expressive art like this, there is no wrong answer. They could be purple. There we go. As long as, let's throw some purple in there. Let's do that. Let's throw some purple. No, I don't care about you, Marlon. It's a little brighter than I thought it would be. Let's see. Yeah, it's okay. We're okay with it. I'm just playing with a little of the, what's that, slate blue? Okay, indigo tinged gray. But we're playing with it to kind of transition between this deeper violet and the colors around it. I think it's making for a nice, it's a little light. That's okay, because I can come back over it and say, hey, maybe this needs a little old-fashioned gray. Let's just get in there. What is that? A gray 30? Yep, gray 30%. I'm always excited when I can guess the percentage tint on the gray. Yeah, there we go. Now we've got our happy mountains. They're kind of doing some things. Just sort of stretching the purple out. let's take that color and we'll get a nice ball bang for that going. Just as a transitionary point. This probably should have been its own layer, but it's a little late for that now. We'll add a layer. Let's look at this. What are we doing with this? Cut in. Something like this, yeah. Take a brush though. There we are. Now I've been encouraging Grimm, a few others, to get their stuff out there. Like this slightly darker color. There we go. Now we're going to grab our blender. I'm just going to vertically down. Like so. Set it forward just a little. Put them up, that's okay. It'll get where it is. And once I have it, I'm going to take some, go a little larger with it, and I'm just going to take some horizontal swipes. Now, back up here, let's just do that a bit. There we go. Now we're getting some stuff going on here. Oh, it's not ready yet. You might have to. You might seriously have to armor yourself for your own bed. I have to wear braces and things, so I understand. Although that does leave my feet, unfortunately, very vulnerable to the dusty or, morning attack. I need to explore some more traditional brushes in Clip Studio to get and now come right here. I'm just going to hold this across like this. Nice and smash. Okay. Get down here, pull it across like this. That's a little rough because it's so cold in this picture. That's okay, because we're going to grab that blender just for a little bit here. We're just going to use this as a nice adjustment. There we go. Do the same thing over here to kind of smooth the situation out. Now, I'm going to need a relatively light color. And I'm going to try to cut let's go a little smaller. Try to cut in some trees. We'll put that, I'm going to put just a darker streak. Oops. I lost control of the brush. Instead of let the brush control me instead of me controlling the brush. That's okay. It's going to happen sometimes. Oh, I understand. I just had to do a big update on my computer. I'm going to have to go try to turn off all this AI garbage. Because I don't want it. Do we like how that's coming out? Yeah, I kind of like how it's coming out. I'm thinking let's stop and put trunk up a bit, which I can. Have the tools to do so. There we go. Just keeping my hand loose and kind of just jiggling it to get the shape I want. I'm not done with this by far, but it's harder. I'm going to throw some branches and things just sticking out of the grass. So I think that's a good idea. We like that? Yeah, I think we like that. I wish Corel would put in more tutorials on what all the tools do. I don't have all the tools in the 21 edition. Okay, I would really just spend some time on YouTube University there, Carl. The other thing you can do is look up Photoshop or a similar program and see if they can give you some help there. Oops, that was not supposed to happen. There we go. In the back of my yard, there is a tree. And it's a pear tree. And that pear tree fell over, I want to say, second or third year I was here. And the part that was downward really, it dug in and it rooted out. Okay, yeah. Oh, you're fine, Angelina. You are fine. Uh, all you missed is that due to a severe allergic reaction, I kind of lost my voice. And I am straining just a bit to try to get it back. We're just having a very chill art stream right now. And there has been a request. So I'll probably work on the request next. After this one, but I'm not in any hurry either. And hello, Chris Walker. Work this guy in. I decided I want to make him a tall, gangly chap. Maybe he's seen some better days. Yeah, I kind of like that. I identify with you, Tree. There we go. Just having a nice... Oh, I use Clip Studio Paint EX. The one-time purchase version, because I don't believe in subscribing to art programs. I like to own mine, but I do try to use the simplest of tools that I can that can be converted to nearly any other program. This is the 1.0 version, I believe. But as long as it works, I'm going to probably use it. Oh, thank you. There we go. Nice tree. How's that looking? That's standing up, yes. I'm going to come over here with some of these too. See what I love? This, watch. Over here is exactly the same color as over here. Isn't that neat? I'm not doing anything fancy. It's just all a matter of perspective, and I think there's a lesson to be had there. Over here. I'm just going to get some more black pieces going. Because there's always some junk sticking up out of the... Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. De-stripify. Alright, guys. I haven't put the lamplighter in anything in a while, have I? Although this doesn't quite have his energy. Maybe I'll do a lamplighter picture later too. We'll see. There we go. You don't want that at all. Those mistakes. No. Honestly, though, that's not a bad way to start the day. I do want to come back to this mountain layer, grab some white, kind of just cut it in sharp. And we're working behind the existing layers just to sort of add some texture. There we go. Now we'll grab our blender again. There's our blender. There's our blender. And then do that. Maybe a smaller, more controlled blender. There we go. Actually use one. Yeah, that looks nice. I think that looks pleasant, don't you? Lamplighter with the red cape girl. Oh. Okay. We'll see. We will see. I think I'm oddly content with this. So I think I will just sign off on it. Okay. Now, what am I calling this? Hi, Joe. And yes, of course, you'd want gradients. Almost hit the wrong button because I forgot which screen I was on. File, save as. Shoot. Sunbeams burn through the mountain mist far over the misty mountains. Yeah, I should not sing my throat like this. Lots of sunbeams practice, but that's okay. And we'll go to lettering. Oh wait, no. Can I export video? Yep. Okay, good. Now, we're gonna go red. You will and of course it changed back, which it loves to do. No. Never mind. Alright, here we go now. That is to red. There we go. That's That's Sylvain. That's my favorite font, but not for this project. This needs to be Papyrus. There we go. Better branding. Actually, I think I like just the high corner mount perched one of those. And let's look at the schedule. That would make it the 15th. Or single JPEG. NTF 12/15/25. We are blasting through the month of December. Okay. Let's see. Most meetings could have been an email. And I sat through the meetings. Oh, I could have a full D&D campaign. Amount of character building. It would be hilarious. I'm going to stop the music. I'm going to go run an ad. Be back in a little under a minute.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santa-Stein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Hey guys. All right. New one of these. And we're gonna. Oh, almost forgot. Come back here. Export the time lapse. And we'll let that click and whir for a second. So big my eyes started watering. Let's see. Comments. Yes, the battle cry rages on if this could have been an email. Indeed. Okay. Now, there was a request stated that they wanted some things. So let's see. Force me to do character design. I see how it is. Let me get some music going. I'm going to whatever, just because I don't get to the middle of the tracks enough. Quit. I'm kind of loving this new pen. This is a good rough draft for a project I have coming up. We're just going for it. Just getting kind of silly with it. Angle's wrong. Angle's wrong. Hold on. Hold on, the angle's wrong. This part over here for reference. But the angle's wrong. What do I mean by the angle's wrong? Hold on. Since I've got the structure, I can rotate it. This line of sight and the body angle going this way. It should be here. Yeah. Yeah, that looks a little more right. Because this is the design that I settled for. There we go. I know this needs a bunch of balls. Oh, we got some messages, so sorry. Let me see what came up on the messages. Good morning, Dave. Yep. Now, see, I'm not going to waste this because what I'm going to do back here. How is that? Is that angle right? Let me see. Try it again. Doesn't pick up too much of his space. So we'll come back here. God, am I loving this pen though? I'm still going to have to do some sanification on this, because this is definitely going to need essentially a Christmas skin. Need to push that. It's close, but not quite what it needs. Pushed? What do I mean by push? I mean, I need to foreshorten a little bit more. All right, let's do it. You like that? I'll be liking that. How is everybody doing? How are you doing, Dave? Well, I was requested to do Santa firing a Nerf gun. I thought about a Prometheus, but not quite there. I think we're getting somewhere. Yeah. There we go. Now we can. Don't need this part anymore. This was a good design, but wasn't necessary. Hey, you go lurk, Joe. Thank you for coming by. And make my identifiable but legally distinct blasters move. Big stretch, big stretch, big stretch. You can rest the spine. Well, it's been a bit, guys. And you got that Captain Dan knows you're here. Love the books I got from you last HalloCon. Isn't he an amazing author? And if folks want to see more of him or hear more of his music, well, a good place to start with seeing more by Dan Hollifield is...
Hello, I'm Dan Hollifield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
Alrighty. Looks like this came out. And one of the nice things about finding the right pen is how much more fluid and natural it feels to do something like this, because I didn't feel like I was fighting the pen. We really kind of blasted this one out. So let me get the music going again. We'll just go there, get back up to the comments. Now we're going to add another layer. This layer is almost good enough. You know what? Let's just try this. Do something y'all's never seen me do. Let me try something. Because this won't hurt a lick. I didn't use a lot of guidelines at all. Oops. So I might be able to do the ultimate shortcut, which would make me very happy. And that would be to go, and we can come here. How did I do that? Oh, come on, there should be a way to do it. Mouse. There we go. No. How did I do that? Used to be a way to change the layer color. How did I knew there was a way to do it. Let's try this. I want to see if I can find something. No, I guess I'm going to have to do it the hard way. I know there's a way to just... It used to be you could just click in here and then switch the color of the layer itself. And I can't remember how I used to do it. Oh well. We'll just old school it. Old school it is. Let's get our zoom in. And it'll give me a chance to tweak things just a bit. Just going back over it. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, that line annoys me. Got to be confident with my lines. There we are. Just a bit of this. Won't let the hair that's sticking out. There we go. This has a Santa wick energy. Like, you shot Santa's reindeer? Give him the rosy cheeks and everything. Let's go. Let's go. Here. Adding a little bit of thickness to that. There we go. How's that looking? Oh, that's not bad. Oh. Jeez, I hate those guys. Hi, Matt Cranky. Yeah, those scammers are absolute pains in the derriere. Just a lot of work here. And I just realized I'm doing this all on the wrong layer. Okay, plan B. I'm not going to sweat that. I forgot to move layers. That was coming out so well. So what we're going to do, we are going to attempt plan B cheat here. Yep. We can do it like this. This was not how I wanted to do this, but apparently this is how I'm going to do this. There is always another trick. Just about thinking outside the box. Because, whoa, that's what we don't want to do, but that's okay. Do that. I'm not starting over again. are, however, getting somewhere. Now, theoretically, if I had done it right, it would have been a few less clicks, but it's still not bad. Okay, at least this will make cleanup a little easier. So I have to do all this on this layer because I goofed up. Now we just check the That's clearing things up enough. I may just leave the glues on there. I don't know yet. Thought this was going too smooth. There we go. See, some of my old programs had a thing where you could set the eraser to only erase a certain color. This one doesn't have that. Yeah. Okay. Still not bad. With the easy erasers. Come back here. That's not bad, even as like what I would consider a retro. Yeah. Yeah, there used to be a erase by color. Let me look at the eraser settings. There might be one that I might have to pay for. However, if there is an erase by color section, I will gladly accept it. Or I could just, click the flood it with the white. It's slower, but it does have a similar effect. There we go. That's what I didn't want to do. I'm gonna have to fix that anyway. But now we're starting to get where most of it is fixed. Alrighty. Oh, undo. Now that I have most of it fixed, I can come in Yep. Still, this is kind of popping along. Now we'll come back to the pen, go black, and we'll do a little old-fashioned tidy up. We'll just do that. There we go. Just going to tidy this up. Now, let's see if I... I just got focused, so I got quiet for a second. And doing that. Just add a little bit more detail there. Alrighty. Mode. Multiply. That. Now, we're going to see how we want this to go, because I have to fix this little guy. There's a lot of slop there, but here, this, now, what I'm going to do is I will be right back. Ooh. Yeah, those are terrible. But if you used to be that if you bought the book on Amazon, you could just review it. Apparently, Bezos more money. See, I ran into the same issue. I have no problem with that. How cold is it where we are? Right now, it's actually 34 degrees. And I'm going to come back here. I'm going to pause, and I will be back in a minute and some change. Actually, yeah, I'll be back in a minute and some change for to continue.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud, When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found the suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
Commercial's probably over. Well, okay, fine. You're invading, really? You're invading. If you're invading, you need to be out of my way. I'm trying to clean. Okay. You have to pay the cat tax. Come on. Alrighty. Cat time. We have a Stuart today. Hi. Somebody would not let me get back in to my study. Okay. Now I'm supposed to be doing art. Stuart, I'm supposed to be working. I could tell that you care so much, sir. I am supposed to be. You are not helping. Are you aware of this? Oh, yes. Be indignant. I'm supposed to be drawing. I'm supposed to be drawing. Yes, I love you. I'm wearing my shirt of armor, so the fact that your nails are a little long doesn't get me. It doesn't get me. Oh, I can't talk normal. Okay. Sir? Hi. Okay. Now, you want down or do you want... No, you want to stay right over here. Okay, well, I have to work on this picture. So we're going to go right back to it. Are you going to let me work? Or are you going to be a fink? Are you going to let me work, or are you going to be a fink? Sir? You're being a fink. Okay. Get hoisted. Dost thou even lift? And I will get back to work. Let's see what we have going on here. Into this multiply layer. And if I just happen to go... I don't think this is going to work, but we're going to... Oh. We've got something going on, don't we? Ho, ho, ho. Let's get go. I am relatively proud of myself. That worked out pretty well, huh? They said it couldn't be done. Sir. Yes. Okay. Reminds me of when Xander was little. Yeah. Okay. Yes, he was. He was the one praying. I don't know if you could hear him or not. The mic doesn't always pick it up. Now, can I please put you down? You are very heavy. No, I love you, but you are very heavy. And you keep trying to put cat hair up my nose. Can I put you down? Okay. Down you go. We'll see how long this lasts. Okay. And yes. Let's see. 36. Thanks for the ad. Bless your hearts. It's 46 here. I'm wearing my first sweater of the season. Well, we envy you. Let's see. When Dawn first heard the ad, she said there was clicking. Yep, it's snapping fingers to the music. Haha. 44 and windy. I blame Zach for the weather. Dang it, Zach. Hi, Stuart. Stuart. Yes, he was the one purring. Stuart is the baby. Not baby who I only grow to baby size. He is thinking not as heavy of my brother. That's true, too. Sandra, will you open the door so Stuart can get out, please? Okay. Well, while we're doing that, we'll see how this is. Okay, because I actually have to do a little bit of where did that go? Well, that went like that. Okay. We'll just do this then. We'll just fix that in a little bit, like so. It becomes apparent what's going on. Here we are. Now, we'll add another layer, blend mode, multiply, and we will go to the blue that I probably sketched with, and the airbrush, and we're going to try some cute things. Let's see. Yeah. Make it feel cold. Here we go. I know I didn't turn the music on. Okay. Go on, Stuart.
No, Dusty, don't you go in there.
Now I'm going to have a Dusty. That's okay.
No. You're not going in. I was waiting for Stuart to come out.
He was trying to leave, and then he decided he didn't want to. Is he under my chair now?
He's under your table.
Uh-huh.
He left under your table.
Some days you just can't win. Yeah, now you're just going to sit in the middle of my study, huh? Comfy kitty. Well, now we've taken what was a mistake and used it to become, oh, bye. Bye, Angelina. Hope you have a good time. Bye. Just this like so. There we go. Now, I will just come all the way back here, come back to my pen, come back to the black. The fridge can't stop this thing from growing. But Oh, there are always shenanigans. We need our music back. Do that. Do that. Now, we'll add another layer. Blend mode, soft light. This is right idea, wrong tool. Hold on. And pull this down to something much more manageable. I have no idea what I'm doing at this point, but I'm having fun with it. So sometimes you're going to have that just no choice. You just try to have fun with it. Grab. Do this, give them like a little bit of, make them glow rounds. Not how that works. That's not how any of that works. Doesn't matter. We are working purely on rule of cool at this point. Let's go. That looks festive. Soda or something. Hold on. Missed a spot. There we go. Why are you scratching my chair? You know better. Here. Oh, wrong color. That'll do. Makes it look a little crazy, a little unhinged, but there we go. A very bizarre, but, semi-dystopian I actually had fun with this piece. A lot of things went wrong with it, but I actually had a lot of fun with it because I just embraced the fact that things went wrong. And I think that's kind of cool, so we'll just... Okay, right here, a little bit tweak while I'm here. Okay, so we're going to save this as Santa Nerf. And you are going to export this as a JPEG. And as a thing, do that. And now, link. Keeps going back to my favorite font. That's okay. I've been wondering that I hadn't done enough Christmassy stuff. There you go. There. We'll do this. We'll go here. And we will double check the date real quick. Yep. File, export single layer JPEG. NTF 1217 25. Go there. Go there. Go there. All right, second one is done. I am going to try to let the cat out, so quick commercial. Well, then we'll prep for the third one. You know what?
Here, get out.
Check. We'll set up the next one. And what's on the menu? What would you guys want me to draw? Pause and order. Special Kittens unit. Special Kittens unit, not unique. Okay, hold on. I missed. No. Don says hi, Xander. Hi. He says hi. He's watching on the big screen. And trade one cat for another, almost. Around here, if you didn't see or hear a cat, you know shenanigans are happening. Oh, yes. Good job today, Don. You know what I'm talking about. And Dale and Viv. Trey's Wake 2, I see. Did Trey come in? Or did she just start pinging her stuff? She may have started pinging her stuff. Yep, we're only into the second hour so far as a recoup, because we've had a couple people come strolling by. We did a very Bob Rossian sunbeam through the mountains. I'm still not happy with my mid layers, but it's fun. We did Santa Nerf. And despite some technical difficulties, we made it work. We're settling in for our third picture. Okay, let me take a bit of hydration. My voice is starting to finally come back. I'm not pushing it, but it's starting to come back. I just needed to. Yeah, it is just now recovering. And we've had a fairly decent chat group. So, Eddie, what were the requests? The return of the Nerf Jedi? Oh, let's see. I know there was a request for the lamplighter, which would be another painterly one. A painterly one. I'll return to the Nerf Jedi. Well, I just did a Nerf one, which came out well. Let me see what we can do with this. Okay. First, we're going to fill this in. Oh, let's just have some fun. So if I go here, and I do this, blink, and then I come over here, and I go gradient to erase. We'll see. Let's see what we have here now. I come over here. Let's play mode normal, and I fill in. Oh, hold on. There. Okay. Can do what I did before, but I need to do it this way. I'm going to add a layer, drop it behind, and I am going to fill it much darker color and get that look. Do I like that or? Okay, that's what I want. Cool. Yes. It's like, yep. That's a whole lot of yellow. Just bear with me. Once in a while, I can pull out a trick or two. I am. Do I want to use shapes to do this? Would that make life easier? Yes, it would. There we go. I bet I've confused the living heck out of you guys. Don't even have music going. What am I doing? What am I doing? Have I lost my mind? Maybe. Maybe I really, really have. I might be absolutely nuts. Of course, I forgot to put the record time lapse on this one. That's okay. There we are. Now we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. I would like no water bottles. Hassles either. Oh god. That's a little too thick. There we go. Use it this way though. Connect the line. Now we are getting somewhere, and I keep forgetting to stop and turn the music on, don't I? I don't. Oops. Oh my god, a little out of the way. Yes, I could just use straight lines and make it all perfect, but it doesn't. It also has to not be perfect in places. This one's just going to take a bit of time to get done. Because that happens. Let's see. Now. Oh. Yes, that's going to work just fine. Where I want this to go. I had to check that before I went any further. I have an idea for an image. Idea hits me. Okay. Sorry, this one's taking a little while. We need to get some music. Good night. Yep. And absolutely, that's what's been going on here. Let's get some more music, though. I really should get an earpiece and put music into my own ear, because I can't actually hear the music out my speaker if I am putting it at a volume that doesn't, blow your ears out of the universe. Going down the line. So what all of you guys been up to who came in late? What has been on your dockets? And are you keeping busy? I didn't get a lot of accountability out of anybody today, except for Chris, who's doing wonderful things. Well, love and likes. I appreciate that. Please be sure to share these videos around. I'm trying to expand my following. There we go. Just get this knocked out. connect with color. Still smell right. Oh, that was hideously painful. Ice hearing. Come on. Yeah, I actually have to zoom. Dang it. There we go. I still missed. Just getting in the groove. Sometimes I like to play with my art and do things in different styles, different ideas, different settings. Oh, hi. I'm doing a bit better than I was. Just been working on some things. Let's see. And yes, I do use gradients, just not when they impede the ability to see. And send you the image once you're done. Doesn't mind a gradient as long as it isn't gratuitous. Or yeah. It was white. It was a yellow gradient with white lettering. Little tiny box. You could not read anything. It was painful. And you keep going. Hey, have a good one, Chris. Thank you for coming by. Hey, Kat. How are you holding up? Surgery meds have worn off, but the pain isn't bad with either of them. I'm glad. Decide if I want to do something. I think I do. We'll see. And we're going to go into our buddy the airbrush. Make life easy on myself. That works. Oh, I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do to help you feel more Christmassy? I mean, I could show you. I don't think you got to see the Santa Nerf request that was done. And that was the other picture. But if I can do anything to help, let me know. Now. There we go. And everyone is contemplating about the bat. Let me see. Do I want to go? Yes, I do. Yeah, I needed that. Came up looking almost green though, which is in. Oh, because it's catching the blue. It's catching the blue behind it. But I like the halo effect it did. Grocery store is using a picture a few weeks ago for chickens today. I think it's an homage to Mom. There's that word again. Homage. I got a message. I'm so ready to have mine. Can't wait. Oh, I just want you to be healthy, Kat. I really do. Let's see. Ooh, I can feel that breeze. Oh. I am really loving this new pen. It's actually behaving right. file. Save as. The bridge yet crossed. And we are going to export that as a PNG. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. I'm going to do that. And let's see. I need red. I need my lettering. And do that in red as I tried to make it. And we'll just frame that like that. It's almost like it was meant to be a title, you know, a framed image. Export JPEG. NTF 12 19 25. Alrighty. Okay. I think that one came out. I know I went a little different places with it, but I hope that's right. But this doesn't. Yeah, the color on this does have a Batman vibe. Now I want to try one other thing because I can. Put this in there. I want to add a layer. Blend mode, multiply. I want to see if I like this because I've got it all saved. If I don't, but I do this. And then I pull my airbrush out, we go white, go. You like that better? I think I like that better. I think I do like that better. That's okay. This part can be just for the PNG though, because it doesn't really matter on the other side. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There. That's done there. But since Kat's feeling less Christmassy, maybe I could do something else Christmassy for Kat. So we'll do a new one, but we won't do it in this format. We will set this back up to Magic Card Blank. And, well, I'll get all the fancy savings done later. We're going to pause for just a bit because I need to make a small visit, and I will be back in around a minute. Hi, Stuart. Hi, Stuart. No. I'm still working, Stuart. Okay. I'm still working. Not this time, Cat. Okay. The joys of a 40-year-old man doing a multi-hour stream. Let's see what we have. Okay. Reindeer playing reindeer games. Reindeer playing keep away with Frosty's hat. She wants me to draw a deer. Okay. Hold on. I'll put myself on stream. Nobody needed to see me trying to get Stuart playing Stuart games. Okay. What do we want to do? Reindeer. Stuart with Frosty's hat. Okay, well, let's get pencily with this to start. Oh, Lord. I gotta seal that window up. Ooh, I forgot to seal that part of the window up, and the cat's pulled the seal off. Whew, sorry, guys. It's a little brisk. The wind changed. Oh, I know. New Year's art is coming to... Okay, first. Let's see. I don't know yet. Let me see. I don't know if I like this yet. We'll see. That's too round. That's too masculine. We'll get there. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. That sound like they were building stuff. Oh yeah, the cats are always in some kind of trouble. The trick is you don't know. You never know what it is they're building. It's kind of, it's a thing. All righty. We'll just do this, and I will come over here, probably grab this, and go like, and we will move him over and expand a bit. Let's see, do we like that? Yes, we like that. Okay. We just come back here. Remind ourselves it's a striped cat, so he needs some stripes. But actually, no, I don't want that because I need to move his arm a little farther out than it's showing. And I need to put his paws going over. There we go. That's not bad at all. Da-da-da-da. Do that just to make the scarf more interesting. ignore the fact he is. Trying to think what he would want for Christmas, and it would be more mac and cheese and tuna. Oh, bye, cat. Anytime I can. Sure, I'm a goofball. I hope it helps. All right, now just. There we go. Whoops. I had to ask myself, what would happen if a cat were to put on Frosty the Snowman's hat? And this is what I've come up with. Okay, I need to come here and I need to pull the opacity down just a bit more. There we go. I was having a little trouble telling where I was and where I wasn't. There we go. Put that. We're getting there. We're getting there. Bum, 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 bum. Do that. We're just getting this little guy done. Come on, Nick. You're better than this. There we go. There we are. Sorry, I've been watching. Oh, it did. Good, good, good. Sorry, I know I got quiet again, but it happens when I'm kind of in the zone. There we go. A little bit of a bonus art. You guys have been good. Don't like that line though. There we go. Now, let down, and we're getting there. Okay, I'm glad you guys are relaxing because this is meant to be a relaxing program. There's way too much serious going on in the world for me to be too serious in my programming. I'm definitely putting a pop top on that, just because it would be a finky thing to do to give him a can that requires the can opener. There we go. All right, now let's do just a little bit of repair on this hat portion here, because there are a couple ever so slight errors. There we are. We'll fix these. And let's get rid of this. See how that looks? Oh, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. We'll just darken this to make sure the eyebrow is there. And close that off. And away we shall go. There we go. Blend mode multiply. Give me my marker. Not quite that big. And give me orange. Just, yep. Color him in. Just like I would if I were using a regular marker. Now we're getting somewhere. I have to come back here and fix some spots I missed, which is fine. There we go. And I think we're just going to add some stripes to the scarf. Just to make it mind-numbingly harder to draw. Come back here. Come back right here. And we'll come back here. Ooh, the wind is howling. But do this. We'll go to this color for his eyes. There we go. And we'll just keep working this around a little bit. And we'll get there. Lost control on that swipe. There we go. Let's see, we'll do this. We'll do this. Well, here. Whoop. Did not close that up. Oh. That makes life a little easier. Now. We're almost there. I'm listening to the cat chase. Well, I'm glad you guys are having fun. Waterball cat, yes. I basically, oops, and I left that comment up that whole time. Oh well. Nope, that was the color I wanted. That was. Tap some of these holidays away. Fix this marker up. And then I'm just going to do a little tiny bit of erasing. I will have knocked this little one right out of the ballpark. Almost. Almost, almost, almost. We are almost where we need to be. There's a little bit of work that needs done. Alrighty, I think we have ourselves a silly little cat. Let's just fill his background. What shows his background to be? It's not a bad color actually for it. Oh yeah, it is snowing on top of the rain. I'm really doubting any chance of my roofers coming in and fixing my chunk of roof. But at least it's festive. There we go. I think he looks better than the white now that I've thought about it. But I had to play with it. Now, grab that. Get the little spots that aren't where I want it. Blend mode, multiply. And I'll take this light orange and airbrush or solid. Let's try solid. I've been doing airbrush shading a lot lately, and I'm feeling the need for a little bit more of the solid good stuff. There we go. Now we're starting to get where I want. We can back here and just do that by my size up just a little bit. Back in here. Give it a little bit of that. Just there we go. There we go. Is that actually working? Yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm not going to complain at all. There you go. That looks like a good one. A good cat. Yeah, a little bit of shading here too. Yeah, we'll do that. And there we go. We'll come to here. We'll go to here. Grab that. Ooh, maybe I will use white. That might look good. Let's see. More normal layer. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. I'll redo it again. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Let's use. Close enough. And we'll just do this and this. And we'll come over here and we'll just erase this part. Well, not too far. Not that bad. Okay, that's not bad. Cute little cat. And you know what? We'll just do this one for the sake of amusing Xander. I'll do that. And we will come here. Come here. Do that. That. And in black, we will now to decide what kind of lettering I want to use for this particular one. Probably Ravi. That looks like it's gonna be fun. And then we'll just go. Yeah. And I'll take this and center it like, we'll do it like this. Let's take another square, this kind, on this layer. Nice. Let's see. I think he'll like that. That means we can hang out. What means if we can hang out, Gary? If the weather works, yes. Okay. If the weather and the I'm sorry, Rust. I heard a voice, and it was just me catching a bit of my own voice coming through from the living room. No, that means we can hang out. Okay. Oh, let me check something. Let me see if I just got to check something because I forgot. Do we like this better? Down here. Yeah, he pops better that way, doesn't he? He pops a lot better. There we go. We'll do it like that. And I will come right here. And I will take the text. I will go back to Sylvain. I will. What's up?
I just need to boop you.
Okay, you can come boop me.
I heard that you kept hearing voices.
That's okay. I heard. I caught a little bit of myself. It's fine. You're not in trouble. Okay. Do you need to come boop me, or are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, just walk across that bit of cardboard. But I'm cleaning the study because the stream is almost over. Here you go. You can come boop me. I'll lean. Boop. There we go.
Oh.
Okay.
I have to try not to show my face anymore.
No, you don't. You just
I have to end up like Foxy.
No, you don't. Foxy even shows her face. You go on back. We're almost, Xander. We're almost
Just
done
let
with the
me
stream.
talk.
No. Yes.
Now look, I saw that Foxy couldn't share her
No,
face.
she shows her face quite regularly. Now, please go, Xander. I have to wrap up the program, and then we will talk. Someone's getting jealous, so I think I will be wrapping this program up. I need to share this. Save. Export single. Because I was in the middle of doing something. We'll do this real quick. And we go to file. Save as Stuart Christmas cat token. Just never waste good work. Boom. Boom. There we go. All right, folks. It's been a good time, so I'm going to run some ads, and we're going to wrap it up.
Which is worse, parental interference in your job or a person with a weapon when they shouldn't have one? Working security can be boring, but some conventions are a blast. Find this and all of Donna Carlene's books at lulu.com or look for her on ndcd.org.
And since we talked about Foxy.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at ndcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Alrighty, and it's not one of my streams if I don't run.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I am Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yep, folks, we are all about letting you art around these parts. And I found a spot that I missed, so I'm going to fix that real quick. And yes, replace that. All right, you guys got a bonus picture out of me. All right, folks. Please stay warm, stay safe, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Toodles.